Any of you seen Oprah before? Yeah? How many? All right, everyone look under your seats. And you'll see why we have no money here. I've been told that I look like I'm 17, which apparently doesn't hold up in court. I'm not an advocate for murder. I'm an ally. In my apartment, the walls are white with a matte varnish. And a year later, they're now a gloss varnish after all of that furious masturbating. You didn't see that one coming. This is my impersonation of a child rapist. Am I gonna go in timeout? It's a child rapist. It's really hard to get advice on how to kill yourself. Everyone I ask is clearly bad at it. About a month ago, I found out that I had parasitic worms in my intestines after spending time in Europe over the summer. But on the bright side, at least I know I'm not alone now. I cook my own meals and the worms haven't left, so I guess I'm a good host. I was in an abusive relationship for 2 years, just waiting and waiting for things to get better. But it just took too fucking long for her to get up after I hit her. It's a joke, it's okay. Not all of these are true. I dumped my girlfriend, and I'm a bit bittersweet about it because I'm never going to see her face again because I don't buy milk cartons. That joke will be lost on future generations. You know, it's like the organic almond milk with like, hi, my name's Sandy, I've been missing since 2006. It's like, you're like a fucking adult now. It's too late. I just want to drink my almond milk and not have stomach problems. I used to have a black girlfriend. Well, after the house fire. I dumped her. I don't remember which river. I asked one of my friends to help me bury a body, and he showed up with a bunch of soil. It's not really the gift, it's more the sediment that counts. I think the reason that most Americans don't have six-packs is because they have six-packs. I know, that's dumb as fuck. I was wearing my fur coat a few weeks ago, and this chick walks up to me. She's like, you know, an animal had to die so that you can wear that? And I was like, no, I got it at a thrift store. It's a rescue. I've been a gun owner since I was 7 years old. I have killed 0 people with guns. I went to a whorehouse recently. I think it's funny, you guys get right into these. You're like, I believe it. You know, and other comedians that are nice looking like Roman are like, yeah, it's a joke, it's clearly a joke. And mine are like, yeah, I was like fucking this baby, and you're like, yeah. You know, wake up, drink some tea, go to school, fuck a baby, go tell everyone about it, pretend it's a joke. Well, I went to this whorehouse recently, tried to get a prostitute. Turned out she was out of cervix. So I settled for an origami girl. I got a paper cunt. Now I'm making my cameraman like, he's gonna find out if you're an owl. In the prison system, you look really uncomfortable. You know what's worse than being socially awkward is being awkwardly social. It's okay. I've never had a fan rub my knee so fast. I was gonna say, you could at least wait until I'm done performing. I'm find a girl to sit next to instead in the prison system, which someone seems to be quite familiar with. Heading that way soon. I've had to start this joke 3 times now. You are testing my patience. In the prison system, ED stands for emotionally disturbed. So I was out with this chick and I told her I've got ED. And she's like, it's okay, we can get over that. And so I had sex with her headless body. Can you pull me like 20 feet of leash? I'm like the dog that you adopt out of pity and then you're like, God, I really regret this, all this fucking work I have to do. It's not like he's gonna find anything back here. This chick asked me, she said, very flirtatiously, do you like to try new things? And I said, yes, but I don't like to objectify women. Yeah, there you go. I know, not all these you laugh at. Some of them it's like awkward white people face. Which I noticed actually a fair amount of awkward white people face on people that aren't even white. That's cultural appropriation. I recently learned that I'm addicted to porn. It's not as much the sex, I just love making money. When I was young, my dad gave me a piece of advice. He said, Drew, when times are hard, keep on trucking. Which got me through a lot, like my first hit and run. I've been single since October and my friend told me to get a Tinder, and I very quickly learned that there are certain things that a girl can have on her Tinder that I cannot. For instance, I'm a lover of kids. I was going out with this asexual girl. She came up to me one time and she's like, Drew, I am pregnant with your baby. And I said, you're asexual, it's just yours. Anyone here participate in Black Friday? Anyone? Yeah? Who likes 2-in-1 deals? Double penetration. I did get him. Got like 4 of you now. You didn't expect me to be up here, huh? All of you look really nervous. This is great. For the most part, you used to like, hi, this is my first time doing stand-up comedy, and tonight's like, hello, I'm a veteran at this. I can see you are the one that's uncomfortable now. This girl wanted me to be her daddy. So out of nowhere, I left her. Hey, but only after molesting her. Yeah, she thought I was objectifying her when I said that I liked abandoned places. You ever have sex with a pregnant chick? And her fetus starts jerking you off from within? It's not a hand job. It was an inside job. A few days ago, I was at In-N-Out, and this dad was standing there, and his son, maybe 5 years old, is just bawling his eyes out. And the dad looks at me and goes, always wear a condom. And I'm like, oh, what? What are you gonna catch from him? Wow, got farm animals somewhere? There's a local church down the street from me that held an event for abused women. And I'm normally not into those kind of things, but I went there to pray on the women. I was at the Coho the other day. Slayer shirt, black jeans, studying with a friend. On the way out, go to talk to this cute girl, and she just looks at me as if I'm about to ravage her right there in the middle of the Coho. And it's like, it's a Slayer shirt, not Patagonia. I got stood up on a date a few weeks ago. True story. And instead of being vindictive or mean, I sent her a text from the heart and said, because you didn't show up, some other girl had to get raped. If there's anything that you've learned in college, you can tell your parents that one. I write for the California Aggie. Does anyone here read the Aggie? 2 people. 3 people. Well, I write humor for the Aggie, and I recently got a fan response. They said, Drew, your writing makes me want to fuck you so hard. I appreciate the compliment, but it just doesn't mean as much coming from family. I wrote a piece on dealing with depression and chronic medical problems called "I Was Thinking About Killing Myself," and the Aggie doesn't allow suicide jokes or even as a topic in general, so they censored it and it just said, "I was thinking about myself." So now I just sound like a narcissist. I'll end on the closest thing that I do to a story joke, which is last week, this is a true story. I've been writing for 2 quarters at the Aggie doing humor, waiting and waiting for hate mail, because they kept saying, "Drew, someone's gonna be really pissed off at the stuff you do, because it's like this, except more politically engaged." I'm like, all right. So last week, my editor, she goes, "Drew, you finally got hate mail." And I'm like, all right, who's it from? Because normally it's like some hick from Dixon or Woodland, and they're like, "You know, you use too many big words." And so I'm like, who is it? And she goes, "The director of mental health services has been monitoring all of your writing since October and has an issue with every single piece you've written." And I'm like, all right, well, like, what's the big one? And she's like, the big one is that she says your stuff on suicide normalizes suicide. And she's really angry about that. She wants you to be held accountable. I'm like, all right. So I sent her an email. I sent an email to the director of mental health services. I said, "Because of your email, I got fired from the Aggie, and I am gonna kill myself."